story where Peter finds further truth about his parents while battling Electro and protecting Gwen Stacy. Mark Webb was unsure at first if he was going to direct the movie, but on the day where I turned 14 years old, he confirmed it and said that the origin story would further unfold in the second movie and wanted to create a universe that not only can withstand but anticipate future storylines while also working in and of itself for one movie. This movie is obviously shot in New York, particularly Times Square with the first Battle of Electro. The mix for Auro 11.1 and Dolby Atmos in the converted William Holden Theatre was done by Paul Massey. Apparently there was a deal between Mark Webb and Fox to add X-Men Days of the Future Past teaser in a mid-credit scene, where Mystique is infiltrating William Stryker's military camp. There was plans for Spider-Man and X-Men crossover. It creates confusion for audience, especially in the UK. Those characters from the first Amazing Spider-Man film reprise the role, and I love the redesign of Spidey outfit, looking exactly like the Raimi except the logo is similar to the previous suit, and the eyes are circle-shaped. The red on the arms are thinner, and the bottom of his boots are black with red patterns on. Andrew Garfield said he wanted to keep exploring that theme of being fatherless, being motherless, and finding a purpose within himself, hoping to bring back the theme of him being an orphan, as he felt that it was his responsibility to take on the role and that he does not take lightly. Emma Stone said Gwen saves Spider-Man more than Spider-Man saves Gwen. She's incredibly helpful to Spider-Man. He's the muscle, she's the brains. Well said. Jamie Foxx played Max Dillon, who's obsessed with Spider-Man and works at Oscorp. During his birthday, he fell down into a tank full of electric eels, giving him a makeover such as fixing his teeth, and became a villain who has the ability to control electricity called Electro. And I think he's fantastic. The design Electro is similar to Ultimate Spider-Man. Jamie said the redesign of the character would be more grounded, as well as details of his depiction which were based upon the Ultimate Marvel incarnation of Electro. Dane DeHaan played Harry Osborn, Peter's friend who suffers goblin disease like his father, and desperate to get Spider-Man's blood to save his life, but the result went wrong and turns him into an insane villain flying on a glider known as the Green Goblin. His acting is spot on. Norman Osborn is played by Chris Cooper. He did a great job as well. Norman dies of goblin disease and gave his career to his son. Paul Giamatti played Alexius Savage, a Russian killer for hire who gets into a machinery rhinoceros armor and calls himself the Rhino. Definitely don't want to mess with that character, that's for sure. Giamatti said his character is a Russian mobster. Russians are always good villains. He has an ability to just destroy things. He said his accent is pretty hammy and he loved doing it. He seemed to liken an opportunity to be as the over-the-top hammy as possible. Colm Feore played Donald Mencken, who works in Oscorp as vice president and head of the board. He thought Harry wasn't capable due to his age, so he plans to get him out. Felicity Jones played Felicia Hardy, who works in Oscorp, and she's Black Cat in the comics. She's only credited as Felicia. However, her surname Hardy is shown in the marketing video for the film's release on digital HD formats, and I think Felicity looks great to be Black Cat. B.J. Navek played Alistair Smythe, Max's boss, and in the comics he became a human cyborg and is known as the Ultimate Spider Slayer, which we see in 1990's Spider-Man animated series. Apparently there was a deleted scene where Shailene Woodley played Mary Jane Watson, and I think she looks great for the part, and according to Andrew Garfield, they had 2 or 3 scenes with him talking over the fence, and there was one with them riding together on a motorbike that they never got to shoot. The scene got deleted as it's to focus on Peter and Gwen's relationship. There's a great opening with the cogs. And more backstories of Peter Parker. The battle in plane looks lethal.
Larry!
Gotta love Spidey jokes.
Mr. Criminal. Hey, my name is Spider-Man. You can call me Webhead, you can call me Amazing, just don't call me late for dinner, you get it?
And the ringtone. Also an Easter egg where Alexia has got Rhino on his boxers. Gwen pretty much does her speech about her fate, and I love the Good Morning New York moment where Spider-Man fights baddies, even when he's got a cold.
Oh, Spider-Man.
What gives him the right to get involved in other people's business?
The chimney moment was pretty funny.
Oh, yeah, I was cleaning the chimney.
We have no chimney.
What?
You're late.
And it's pretty cool, Jamie Foxx is transformed here.
That's why you're here. You remember my birthday. On all the crime fighting.
He's obviously not like this in real life, and I wasn't expecting him throttling Smythe even though it was just in his head.
Spider-Man.
You're no Spider-Man. He's a Leo. You're a Sagittarius. You will smash him again. I'm gonna rip your well-groomed head off.
And I liked how the lights went on the blink as Electro wakes up. It's like those disco lights, which is pretty cool. And I can see what they're going for using dubstep soundtrack. For Electro and using voices in his head like... He shot at me, he hates at me. And I think the rock epic music is great fitting for Electro. And I like that he used his cable to power his nipples, it's pretty amusing. I wonder if he does that anywhere else in his body.
Oh yes, I never felt anything so powerful like this in my entire life.
Dr. Kafka using power on Electro is pretty effective.
I will get results.
Poor Harry, who has to leave Oscorp, so he gets Max's help to get himself back in, while Peter is facing the truth about his dad.
You want to be my friend?
I thought we were already friends.
Friend!
Sorry, I thought that was a good gag. The bit where Harry was transforming is pretty grim. And the music over it gives me the goosebumps. The final battle scene with Electro is an absolute blast. Plus the Incy Wincy Spider song really did pee Spider-Man off.
I hate this song!
Is that how it should have ended, Electro Dubstep? I like to see the extended version of it. The fight between Spider-Man and Green Goblin at the clock tower was pretty intense. Gwen's falling is effective and her death is pretty emotional. It reminds us of a comic, The Night Where Gwen Stacy Dies. As Gustafia sees Harry, we got amazing Sinister Six set up. You can see Doc Ock's arms, Vulture's wings, and Rhino's suit. And it's a shame the Sinister Six movie didn't happen as of time recording. The film ends with Spider-Man fighting Rhino. And there's great chemistry with Spidey and the kid. Sony originally wanted to expand the universe around Spider-Man, completing with Marvel Cinematic Universe. There was plans for The Amazing Spider-Man 3 where Paul Giamatti and Chris Cooper would return as Rhino and Norman Osborn. It would focus on Peter recovering from Gwen's death. Andrew Garfield and Mark Webb had an interest in returning for the film. However, the plans for The Amazing Spider-Man 4, Mark Webb wouldn't plan to direct the film due to reception on the second film. Emma Stone would return as resurrected Stacy and possibly becoming Spider-Gwen. Alex Kurtzman, Roberto Orci and Jeff Pinkner were planned to return to write both of those films. There's also 2 or 3 spin-offs. There's Sinister Six, originally to be released in 2016, with The Amazing Spider-Man 3 released in 2018, and unknown date for The Amazing Spider-Man 4, possibly 2020. And I think there was going to be Sinister Six Part 1 and 2, and there's also plans for Felicity Jones as Black Cat and Spider-Man 2099. There was also going to be Venom Carnage movie, and in 2015 there's a deal between the studios that those planned films have been cancelled, and they recasted Spider-Man and crossing him over to the MCU. So that's movie analysis of both Amazing Spider-Man films. As always guys, thanks for watching and see you in the next video.
You see me!